Hello guys, welcome to another video on the channel. In today's video, we'll be creating an Instagram bot that will be able to like, comment and follow profiles on Instagram. So before we get started, hit the like and subscribe button below. It will take you only a second to subscribe to my channel. Show me your support. So let's get started. So for us to get started, we'll need a code editor, an Instagram account that's going to be automated by the bot. And for the code editor, I've always preferred using PyCharm since it's my best in writing Python codes. So go ahead and open your favorite code editor, create a folder, open the folder in the code editor. So for me, I'm going to create a new folder here in this main directory, which is called PyTuts. I'm going to create a new directory and I'm going to name the directory Instagram bot. Instagram bot. Inside the directory that you have just created, go ahead and create a Python file and name it instagram.py. So I'm going to create a Python file and I'm going to name it Instagram. Now, having done that, that's the first step. Now the next step, we'll need to install a package that's going to help us with our work. So head over to the terminal, open the terminal, and in the terminal, cd into the folder that you just created. So I'm going to cd into Instagram bot. And inside the folder that I have just entered, I'm going to pip install Instapy. This is the package that is going to help us with our work. So pip install Instapy. So for me, I had already installed it. So the message is going to display for me is that the requirement is already satisfied, which I believe is going to be different with the message that you're going to receive on your end. So as you can see, the requirement is already satisfied for me. Now, the next thing that we're going to do, head over back to the file that we had created earlier. And inside the file, we need to import some packages from the library that we just created. So for that, let's get started. So the first package that we're going to import, we are going to say from Instapy. Import Instapy. Note we're importing Instapy at the end with a capital I. So from Instapy, we need to import Instapy. And the next library we'll be importing is called SmartRun, which is going to automate everything for us. So we are going to say from Instapy still import SmartRun. So those are the two packages that we'll need for this specific task. The next thing we need to do, we need to pass in our login credentials. So that's our username and our password. So go ahead and create a variable called username and pass in your username here. So my username is tips by Larry, and go ahead and pass in your password too. My password, I will go ahead and pass it here. I'm going to hide it for security purposes. So having done that, the next thing we need to do, we need to allow the automation to take place by accessing our username and our password. So for that, let's go ahead and create a variable called profile. You can name it whatever you want. So for me, I've chosen to name it profile. And what I'm going to pass in this profile variable is my username and my password. So in here I will pass username is equals to my username. I will pass in my password is equals to my password. And the other thing I'm going to give this a headless browser, and I'm going to pass it to false. And the other thing that I need to do, I need to install the path to my browser which I'm going to use. So in this case, I will suggest that you have Firefox installed, and that's the browser that it's going to automate by this specific package of Instapy. So I'm going to pass in my browser path. So browser profile path is equals to, and in here I'm going to pass my where my browser is installed. So for that, I'm going to copy in the path of my browser and I'm going to paste it here for ease. So that's the path of my browser where it is installed. So the next thing to do, I need to write the conditions that I need the bot to follow. So for that, I'm going to use a with smart run. This is what is going to automate everything for us. With smart run, I need to access the variables passed in my profile, and after that I need to pass some conditions. So the first condition that I'm going to pass, I'm going to set some boundaries that the bot can access to specific accounts. So for that, I'm going to set profile dot set boundaries relationship bounds here, and in here I'm going to enable it. First of all, for it to take action, it need to be enabled. After enabling it, I need to pass some specific conditions here. The first condition I'm going to pass is the limit by number. What this means is that I need it to be limited to a specific number of followers, likes, and everything for it to work and behave like a normal Instagram account. So the first thing I'm going to pass, I need to follow an account with maximum followers of, here you can pass any number. So for me, I'm going to pass 500 here. The next thing I'm going to pass in, I need it to follow account with minimum followers of, sorry for that, min followers of, let's say, my account that has a minimum followers of 50. And the other condition that I will need to pass, I need it to follow an account that has minimum following profiles. This account should follow at least 30 other profiles so that the bot can follow it or like its content too. Having done that, let's head over now and pass in our various content that we need it to access in the profiles. So the first thing I need to do, I need to allow it to follow, like, comment on accounts that only are written in English. So for that, I need to pass here, and I will create a condition here, and I'm going to set it to a mandatory language. Set mandatory language, and in here I'm going to first enable it. I will enable it first. I will set it to true, and I will set the character set. I'm going to set it to English is equals to, sorry for that, I need to set it to English. So I'm going to pass in here English. So by doing this, this means that my bot will only follow accounts that communicate their content only using the English language. That's the first condition that I have set to my account. So, and this should be in quotes, single quotes or double quotes will both work. so feel free to use any. Having done that, now the next thing I need it to do, I need it to set, since this is a tech account, so I need it to limit it to the number of tags that is going to like. So the first thing I'll pass in, I need it not to like accounts associated with different things. For example, if I'm not interested in politics, business, I will pass in this command here. So I'm going to pass in profile dot set don't like, set don't like, and in here I'm going to pass specific tags that I will not like my account to be associated. So I can pass many tags, a list of tags. So for example, I can pass in here politics, give a comma and pass another one, maybe let's say business. So I think that's enough. So the next thing I need to do after that, I need it to follow accounts. So I'm going to pass here another command that's going to allow it to follow different accounts. So in here I'm going to pass profile dot set do follow here, and I need it to follow. First I'm going to enable, so I'm going to pass in here true, pass in a comma, and the next thing that I need to set it to a percentage. So I'm going to say percentage, let's say 50, and in here I will pass times, let's say 2. So having done that, the next thing that we'll let this do, we need it to like tags, like posts. So for that, I need it to pass a command that will enable it to like other posts. So profile.set do like, this here, set do like. So what do I need it to like? First of all, I need to enable this, enable is equals to true, give it a comma here, and I will need it to like at least 70% of the posts that it will come across, or I can pass even 50%, but 70% is good. So I need to like 70% of the posts that it will encounter in the profiles of Instagram. So having done that, maybe I will need it to like posts by different tags. So for that, I'm going to write another command here, and I will like by tags. I'm going to pass here like by tags, and in here I'm going to, let's say you have different tags that you like your account to like or to follow. So you here inside here you will pass the different tags that will need your account to associate with. So for now, I'm going to only pass one tag, which is programming. So I'm going to pass only the programming tag. So having done that, I think we are ready to test and see if our bot is going to run. So let's do this. So let's set this to like specific media of photo only. So we need to like photos, remember to pass that there. So having done that, we can go ahead and run our program. To run our program, you need to head over to the terminal, and in the terminal, all you need to do, if you are in Python, PyCharm, you need to write only the file name. But if you are using any other terminal, first you need to write the Python you are using. For example, Python 3 followed by the file name. So for me, I'm only going to write Instagram dot py and press enter and let the program run. So let's wait and see if it's going to open and follow the commands that we just passed in. Logged in successfully into our account. Now we will wait it to open and check through the profiles and check for the conditions that we passed in earlier. You can see now it's checking through the programming the tag programming that we passed earlier in here, and as you can see down here, it's going to check through 59 posts, which are pretty much for these. And as you can see, it is going to check through 11 tags. So as it's continuing to do that, I will continue to write the code, and after it's done, we'll check on other tools. So for now, we'll let it check through the tags that it has selected, and when it finishes, we'll check the status down here, which it will have completed by that time, and it's going to give us summary of what it has done. So let's continue writing our code. So I'm going to minimize the terminal down here so that you can see what's going on. So now the next thing we need to do, we need it to allow the bot to comment on posts. So for that, I need to pass a command here that is going to allow it to comment. So for that, I need to set profile.set comments, and in here you will pass different comments that you'll need it to comment on different posts. So let's go ahead and do that. So profile dot set do comment dot set do comment and I'm going to enable it. So I'm going to pass enable is equals to true, and after that I'll need to set it to a given %2, since I will not like it to comment on all posts. So I'm going to, let's say, out of the posts that it has chosen, I need it to comment only among 25% of the posts that it has selected. So having done that, the next step we need to do, we need to pass in the different comments that we like it to pass through different posts. So for that, I need to set profile.set comments, and in here I'm going to pass a list of comments which I would like it to comment on profiles. So profile.set comments, and in here I'm going to pass different comments. So for example, I'm going to pass, let's say, something like awesome, and I'm going to pass another, let's say, something like really good. And remember, all this what I'm doing, I'm following it from the Instapy documentation. So feel free, go ahead and check the Instapy documentation. It has more details on how you can use this specific package to automate your account. So here I'm going to pass I like your stuff. Sure. Now having done that, so that's pretty much that I'm going to do for this video. So please make sure that you check out on the insta.py documentation for more details on how you can do this on your account. So for this video, I'm going to stop it at here. So now what we're going to do, we are going to wait and see what the Instagram bot has in store for us, what it can be able to do on different tags that we passed in earlier. So guys, that's it for this video. See you on the next one, and hope you enjoyed the video.